Yo, what's up guys, I'm the Monkey here. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every area in Animal Company based off their vibes. Anyways, I will be joined by Kurt. What the f— Quick disclaimer, at 150 subscribers, I will do a giveaway, and also do not get offended by our opinions. It is exclusively our opinions. If you want to get mad, go to the comment sections, but I really do not care. Alright guys, the first area we will be ranking is the general area, aka the first cell machine, this fan, this whole area. So in my opinion, based off vibes, I love this area. It's a great hangout place. And honestly, this is, by the way, including the cosmetic shop. I would rate this area a good 9 out of 10. Alright, Krishy, what would you rank this area?
I'd give this place a solid 9 out of 10 because it's been here the entire Animal Company history, and it's a great hangout place.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, the next area we will be ranking is the mines. Guys, so the mines includes the planetarium and the general mines itself. If I had to rank this map, honestly, I would probably rank it a solid 7 out of 10. I like it, but at the end of the day, the only reason we come here is to grind, and I don't really like grinding, so yeah, that's why it's gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for me. Alright, Krishy, what would you rank this area out of 10? And this includes the planetarium / mines.
I'd give it a solid 6 because it's way too loud, and I hate that freaking spider. And we had to sacrifice a really good feature called Daily Quests. The only reason we do come to mines is for research points.
Yeah, literally. Alright guys, we're gonna do an honorable mention, and the honorable mention is going to be the cardboard box area. This area sucks in my opinion. If I had to rank it out of 10, probably like 5 just because it's useless. There's no reason to be here. And literally, you get nothing out of it. Oh cool, I can go to the parkour area. That's why I would rank the honorable mention map a solid 4 out of 10. Alright Krishy, if you had to rank the cardboard map area out of 10, what would you rank it?
I give it like a low 3.
Low 3,
because
dang.
there's literally no point at this area, bro. It's just really annoying because like putting your stuff in the stash never been easier.
Alright guys, the next area we're going to be ranking is going to be the anglerfish area, haunted mansion, chicken area, and the landmine field all combined. I never knew that they revamped this area. I don't like this area anymore. If I had to rank all of these places though, out of 10, I would probably give it a solid 9 out of 10 because 90% of these areas are OG with a few new areas, and I just— Alright Krishy, if you had to rank all of those areas combined out of 10, what would you rank them?
Well, I would give it a 10 out of 10 because of how nostalgic it is. Because it's been the same for all these months and months. But they recently changed it, and I don't really like it anymore. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And because it's pretty forgettable.
Alright guys, next area we are going to be ranking is going to be the moon map, which is actually one of the newest areas or additions to the Animal Company world. Anyways, yeah, if I had to rank the moon map out of 10, honestly, it's one of my favorite maps because of how fun it is and how easy it is to learn. So I would probably give this map like a 7.5 out of 10 just because of how good this map is. Anyways, we will be moving on to Krishy's opinion. Alright guys, Krishy, what is your opinion on the moon map?
I give it a solid 10 out of 10 because it literally gives you cars.
Yeah, true.
And it's the only map that gives you low gravity. And the only way to get low gravity is this map other than the ghost. And it's really easy to learn. I learned this map in like a day.
There are just 2 more things I want to say about this map. The first one being is that they literally added a new boombox. I will say the music is not nearly as nostalgic. I mean, just listen to this. It literally sounds like 2017 music, but who cares?
Forgot to mention, another way to get low gravity is these new bombs. The only way you can get these are from the space map for now, which if you go to the main area or anywhere, throw this at someone or yourself, it'll give you low gravity for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I was also actually going to say that for my second point, but I guess I'll just add on to what he said by also showing you that if you get in a car like this one and use it, the car literally starts flying, like it gets rocket boost, and you can use the TV to go. Alright guys, next area is the texture area, which you just grab on the headset and you can go in. It spawns you in this location, which is basically how you unlock every single item in the game except a few items that you pre-unlock. And honestly, if I had to rate this area out of 10, I would probably rate it a 10 out of 10 just because of how useful it is. Alright Krishy, what is your opinion on the texture?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I would have gone with 9, but I kind of like the way before where you could just buy anything if you had the money.
By the way, guys, as a mini honorable mention for the tech tree, there's this area over here. And if you climb and jump down, you can see the show guy, which I nicknamed Jeremy, and he's typing. But the cool part is right on top of the computer, there's something called deliver value, and this is a promo code that gives you 1 diamond. Alright guys, the next area that we're going to talk about is none other than the newly added TV area, which they added not long ago. Now this area isn't that special, and it might not be as special to you, mainly because it only is a place to go to the office area, which we will talk about later. Or you might have thought that, but there is also one more thing you can do. Oh yeah, by the way, in this area, you cannot use the zipline gun, the grappler gun, the ray gun, and I believe a snowball. The reason you can't use those items is actually because up here, at the top of this map, if I can get up here, this area is actually an only up. While I won't be covering it in this video, I just wanted to show you how there is an only up here. So if I had to rank this area, I would probably give it like a 6 out of 10 just because it's not all that useful, but the only up is very fun. Alright, Chrissy, what are your thoughts?
I'll give it a 7 because it's a good way to get to office without going all that way.
Yeah.
And I just really like the only up. It's really fun.
And once again, to get back to the mainland, you jump through this TV. Alright guys, for the second to last area that we're going to be ranking, it is going to be the office map, which is how you dupe items, and it's very useful. And also,
My name is Jeff.
I really like this map too because they added an elevator. What the hell? Guys, if I had to rank this area, I would probably give it a solid 9 out of 10 just because it's useful, fun, and it's very almost nostalgic for some reason, even though it's a very new map. Alright, Chrissy, what are your thoughts on the office map?
I think it's a pretty cool map with a solid 8 because of the music.
Bro. And that makes this map very useful as well because you can easily go through the TV like this. Alright guys, the next area we will be ranking is the second most nostalgic map in the whole game, and it will be sewers. Ooh, they updated
What
the
the
ground.
heck is this?
This is new.
But why are they making all the nostalgic areas just like weird?
I know. Sewers is still quite possibly the most nostalgic, because it's probably the second, or if not the most, like, non-change map. And this map has, I believe, the most OG enemy in the whole game, being red light, green light monster. And another OG monster is this eyeball, which is still very OG. With all of that being said, if I had to rate the sewers map, I would rate it a solid 10 out of 10, which is going to be our first 10 out of 10 in the video and our last map area. Alright, Krishy, what are your thoughts on the sewers map?
I'd give this map a 10 out of 10 because it hasn't really been altered that much, and it's been really nostalgic. And I want to drop some lore. Can I drop some of our old moments here?
Yes, bro. Krishy, tell them our oldest moments here, bro. This is like the second game we ever played together before we met.
This is the that dumb monkey lore. A long time ago, long before time, we used to come here all the time to get suitcases.
Yes. And suitcases at the time were the best money-making method. And they would give you about 2,000 per suitcase. And it would take about 4 minutes if you were speedrunning it. And if you got a bunch of friends, you can make a bunch of money. But now, as you know, suitcases can't be dropped. And they are also very rare. But the sad part about it is that the zero gravity area for where suitcases used to be was basically zero gravity before the moon. And I really miss that area because it was also, I believe, the first map to have the angler, which made it really fun. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video, and peace.